Setting up your AquaJet Pro Series fountain pump kit with battery box upgrade. In this video, we will provide you with the information regarding the contents you should receive and how to set your kit up. Please note that a magnetic tip number 2 Phillips head screwdriver will be required to install this unit. The first thing you should do is remove the contents from the packaging. Inside your pump kit, you should have received a solar panel with a pump wire attached, and your 12-volt pump. Your battery upgrade unit consists of your battery box, your battery, and inside your battery box you will find your ground stakes, your panel mounting clips, your battery straps, four small screws, and 2 large screws. To install the unit, remove the battery wires from the battery box for access later. There should be 1 red wire and 1 black wire with quick disconnects on the end. The red wire goes to the positive terminal, and the black wire goes to the negative terminal. Now insert the battery into the battery housing, where the battery terminals will be closest to the wires and the circuit board. Then connect the battery wires to the battery, being sure that the plastic connector sleeve on the wires covers the terminals. This prevents short-circuiting and is highly important. Next, you need to attach the battery straps around the battery to keep it from moving around. Inside the battery box, you can see that there are screw holes on each side of the battery. These screw holes will be used to attach the battery straps around the battery. To attach your battery straps, line them up with the holes where 1 strap will be at each end of the battery. Now, using your magnetic tip screwdriver, screw the straps in place with the 4 small screws. After you're done, your strap position should look like this. Now place the cap back over your battery box. Then flip the whole unit over. On the underside of the battery box, you will notice 2 large holes. In the bottom of these holes are smaller screw holes in which you can use to secure the top of the battery box into place. To secure the top into place, attach a long screw to the end of your magnetic tip screwdriver. Guide the screw into the smaller hole and tighten. Use the same process to tighten the other screw. Also on the underside of the battery box is a labeled 3-way rocker switch. In the charge position, the pump will not operate, but the solar panel will still charge the battery. In the off position, the pump will not operate, nor will the panel recharge the battery. This is typically used for seasonal storage. In the run position, the pump will run off the battery and the solar panel will charge the battery when sunlight is available. Be sure to switch the switch to the charge position at this time, and then flip the battery box over to the upright position. Now let's attach the panel to the top of the battery box. Before attachment, be sure that your panel's junction box will be located on the same side of the battery box that has the wire plugs. This provides hassle-free connection later on. Slide your panel mounting clips onto the bottom frame of the solar panel so that the neck of the panel clips face the ground as shown here. If need be, slide the panel clips back and forth to line them up with the pegs on the top of the battery box, and then slide the panel clips over these pegs. You may need to make some minor adjustments to the clips in the panel to get it right. Now plug your panel into your battery box. And then plug your pump into your battery box. Now it's time to attach your fountain heads or tubing to the pump. To attach your fountain heads, slide the larger end of your extension tube over the pump's nipple. Now attach your desired fountain head to the top of this tube. This fountain head creates an umbrella spray. And this fountain head creates a geyser spray. To attach PVC tubing, remove the fountain head assembly from the pump and slide your tubing over the pump nipple instead. Now you have two options of where you can place your battery box. If you prefer to set it on a flat surface, you can utilize the 4 feet on the bottom of the battery box. Or you can use the ground stakes by sliding them into the large holes in the bottom of the battery box and then staking the whole unit into the ground. Here are some tips you should consider during installation. Be sure when placing the battery box in your desired location that you face the panel towards magnetic south in an area free from shadows and flooding. Pertaining to shadows, we recommend setting up your system in the early morning. Then between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., check your panel every hour to be sure shadows don't cross it throughout the day. We also recommend doing this on a monthly basis. The reason for this is because shadows move 360 degrees around objects throughout the day and grow longer throughout the fall and winter season. If shadows are allowed to cross the panel during the day, it will cause the battery to prematurely fail, ultimately resulting in battery replacement. As for flooded areas, there is a possibility of water intruding into the battery box if puddled water reaches a level where the switch becomes submerged. This will cause your unit to become defective. Therefore, we recommend placing the battery box in an area free from excessive flooding. This concludes our video, and we'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch it. Be sure to check us out on the web at www.siliconsolar.com.